Slime Rancher 2. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Slime Rancher 2 continues the adventures of Beatrix LeBeau as she journeys across the slimy sea to Rainbow Island, a land brimming with ancient mysteries and bursting with wiggly new slimes to wrangle in this sequel to the smash hit Slime Rancher. Yes guys, Beatrix LeBeau is back. She was not satisfied with all the slimes that she put into captivity and brutalized, all in the name of selling shit. That's right guys, this game is about selling shit and experimenting with shit. Don't be fooled by the name Rainbow Island. This should be called Hell, 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 because that's what Beatrix leaves in her wake: death, destruction, and a living hell. She explores this island, guys, with her backpack gun, looking for innocent little cute slimes, these little baby slimes, guys. And as I said in Slime Rancher, she takes these slimes, sucks them up into her backpack against their will, guys, builds a cage for them, guys, and then just ejects them into the cage. They're smacking into each other's faces, banging off the walls. Beatrix doesn't care. All she cares about, guys, is shit. Harvesting their shit. So she feeds them, guys, on whatever they like. If they like vegetables, she'll go and get some veggies and maybe even grow a little plot of carrots and beets and onions, and then starts feeding the little slimes. And the little slimes go, oh, this is nice. This is nice. We're getting fed, guys. We're getting fed. Maybe Beatrix is not so bad after all. But then, guys, one of them got out. And you know what the punishment was? They weren't just gently caressed back in. She fired them off into the watery grave, guys, in front of all of the others so they could see what fate awaited them for disobedience. Beatrix is an absolute psycho, guys. And as time goes on, guys, she would explore more of Rainbow Island, guys, and find more innocent little slimes. She even found little slimes that don't like the daylight and brought them back and made a cage for them. And then, guys, she started to experiment on them as she did in Slime Rancher 1, feeding them each other's shit to see what abominations she could make. And she made this cross between what looked like a fucking rabbit and a cat. And she put all them in a cage and started feeding them chickens. They didn't want chickens, but she turned them into carnivores, guys. The bastard. But they had no choice. They had no choice but to eat the chickens because she made an incinerator, guys, and started incinerating the poor little pink slimes. The cutest of them all. She was just incinerating them. The more slimes Beatrix got, the more she wanted. The more slime she had, the more poop she had. The more poop she had, the more poop she wanted. She branched out across all the islands, bringing back some exotic little slimes and fed them all kinds of shite to get shite, to sell shite, because she loves shite. But eventually she became a cropper, guys, because what she did, she experimented and made fiendishly evil slimes that overtook her base, killed everything, and she had to run for her fucking life. But yes, this is Slime Rancher 2, and Beatrix is up to our old tricks of shit farming. And it feels very similar to the first one and looks very similar to the first one. In fact, it almost felt like a DLC when I was playing it until I got a bit further in, and then you start to see more stuff happening that didn't happen in the first one. You get some new slimes in this as well, some new gadgets that you can make, but the world is completely different, as is your base that you can expand and unlock as you get more and more cash coming in. Certain slimes have to be kept away from other slimes because they will just be attracted to their shit. For example, the honey slimes shit honey, guys, and it sends slimes into a frenzy. When they see that honey, they all want it. So I had to put them way back out the way because if the other slimes saw that honey, man, they'd have just gone feral to get it, guys. The thing with this game is, and it's the same with the first game, It is highly addictive. It's fun to play. It's very, very relaxing. It's just a nice, as much as I made it sound like some kind of death game, it feels like it's a bit of a death game, guys, because you do all of them things. But it's done in a nice way. You torture and murder and imprison innocent slimes in such a wonderfully nice, gentle, fun way, guys. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just really good going out, exploring the world, finding brand new slimes that you've never seen before, finding minerals and stuff, going into your research place, crafting new gadgets that you can use, such as teleporters, links to send minerals back to your base from anywhere in the world that you want, stuff like that, just to generally make your life easier. You can upgrade your gun, get jetpacks, you can have more inventory slots and things like that, all in the name of grinding, guys, because it is a grind. It's quite a grind mid-game, I would say. I'm in mid-game now, grinding my little ass off for slimes, unlocking parts of the base, making new, better pens for really dangerous slimes that I'm bringing in. And then, as I said earlier on in my little kind of satire bit, you do feed poop from other slimes to slimes, and they will change into, it's like cross-breeding them, if you like, and you make bigger and better slimes, or horrific slimes that will just turn on you. There's some really cool slimes. I love the little invisible ones with the little sort of mask on over their eyes. They're like little highwaymen kind of little feral things. I've got 2 of them, and I think they're my favourite slimes. I think they were in the first game, actually. I'm not quite sure, but they're really cool. But there are some new slimes that aren't actually in the first game. The bottom line with this is, if you liked Slime Rancher 1, you've got to buy this, because it is really good fun. And they haven't broken. A lot of sequels break the game. You know, they get too complicated for their own good. Whereas the developer of this game, he saw what everybody liked in the first one, and he's just said, right, we'll keep that. So he hasn't really changed any of that and just added to it. I wish he'd added a bit more, or she, I don't know who it is that did it. But there is a decent bit of content. It's still in early access, so it's still getting new stuff added to it. But if you loved Slime Rancher 1, you're definitely going to like this, because there's nothing bad in it that's going to make you dislike this game. So there you go, guys. Slime Rancher 2 is definitely worth playing.